And we're live here with real news with another transmission coming down the interwebs this week. And I think the biggest story of this week so far has been that Biden actually has rolled out his first gun control executive order where he's banning ghost guns and a few other little things too. And
Wait, has
people,
he actually done anything yet? Because you can still buy those.
well, I don't think it takes an effect like instantly. I think it takes a while, but I think it's going to take an effect soon, and it's happening. I mean, he signed it.
Show me the bill because I still haven't seen anything actually get done from that.
Yeah, I'll check. Majority Taylor Green responded with a new gun giveaway. Yes, need more of that. Let's look it up. Biden gun executive order.
So I know he appointed someone to he's trying to appoint like some dude who killed children as ATF director or whatever.
You know, he literally appointed a dude as the permanent ATF director, somebody who literally think the government did nothing wrong with Waco.
Yeah, the government killed more people than Koresh or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not just that's just not a political statement. That's an actual fact.
Yes.
He
Well, I
killed
mean,
more children than Koresh.
well, the Waco thing did happen during the Clinton administration, so.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So this is what it says on the order. It says the Justice Department within 30 days will issue a proposed rule to help stop proliferation of ghost guns. We're expecting a growing problem. Criminals are buying kits containing nearly all the components and directions for finishing a firearm within as little as 30 minutes and using those firearms to commit crimes. Yeah, what is this,
So
like
a
a
proposed rule which for that to happen, like let me explain. So it goes to the proposal plot process can take a long ass time to actually go anywhere. So it goes to proposal and then there's requests for public comment
mm-hmm.
and then something happens and that could take like upwards of a year,
Wow.
if not longer.
Mm.
Like I mean, like listen, I think he's a piece of shit, but like it's a bunch of flaw. Like it's bad, but it's nothing actually happened yet.
No, I
So
don't.
it will happen, but just it'll take a long ass time.
I mean,
Yeah, that sort of thing. Like he's talking about things. That's a Biden administration. Like with
Yeah.
Trump, he would do shit and people get upset.
well, I mean, first off, it's going to have to go. Who's to say that those executive orders even make it through the Supreme Court? I mean,
Well, it's not like this. The executive order itself doesn't do anything. It's just asking
yeah,
someone else to
right,
look into doing something. So like
right,
at the point where it becomes law, then the Supreme Court could rule on it. But right now, like literally
yeah,
nothing's done, which is a good thing in my book because
yeah,
I don't want anything done. But it's
yeah.
he's just an incompetent president. Like he's literally done fucking nothing, and like the things that he has done, like it's even for his base, it's not even good. Like he did that shit with the diabetes medication.
Yeah,
Like
didn't he
that's
get rid of when Trump decreased the prices on those?
yeah, he did that. It's like, what are you doing, Biden? Like
He
you're gonna
always
piss off your own partners.
Well, no, I mean he's literally everything that he has been doing has been the same. Like is kind of exactly what we thought. Oh shit! There's another botch with the fireworks.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like that like little that little yappy dog go and start biting pissing on the rug, but like when it bites it's so small
Well, no.
it's like a
Well,
chihuahua.
look, the okay. So the a lot of the stuff that he was trying to do or not do was like like during the GameStop thing, right? They like they allowed he kind of looked the other way while these companies, these financial companies, were basically freezing purchasing for GameStop, right? Basically, and essentially lower it, like putting a freeze on the hedges, basically saving a lot of these hedge fund companies that had had theirs with GameStop, and you knew he was probably going to look out, like, if you knew he was going to have the back of Wall Street, because Wall Street gave a whole lot of money to the Biden campaign. Um, he did away with the I think he did away with that one bill or executive order or whatever that was meant to lower uh, insulin prices. Oh, there's another
Yep, that's what he
WrestleMania.
did. And like
Another
that.
WrestleMania botch. Sorry about that.
Well, no, that's what he
Sorry,
did.
YouTubers. I'm watching WrestleMania while I'm participating in the show, and it's just been pretty funny to see the botches. Anyway,
Well, no, that's
so
what he did, and
anyway,
it's his buddies are
sorry.
good karma.
Reverting. I know. Back to the subject. Whatever. Sorry about that, guys. The but yeah, so he did away with the insulin, like the prices of like pharmaceutical medication or whatever, like in the quest to like Trump did that to lower medications. Biden did away with that, and of course Biden's going to do away with that because the pharmaceutical companies again grossly gave money to Biden more than they did Trump. So yeah, follow the money. And so yeah, I mean that this is what he does. So rest assured, whatever he does, he's going to be loyal to the people that have paid. Oh, by the way, the military industrial complex. Yeah, you see how he approved a 700. He's seeking a 700 and I want to say it was like 750 somewhere around there $1 billion military budget or defense budget, which you know I thought Democrats weren't really fans of
Well, that was one of their biggest
military
criticisms
budget.
of Trump was like, oh, he has these massive defense bills and these
Yeah.
shouldn't be spending so much on the military. And I always saw it as that Trump was trying to rebuild the military and fix a lot of the problems they had when like they're using floppy disks on nuclear submarines. That's kind of a problem. But I think past the spending he's on, I don't see why we need more. I don't know. Maybe there's a reason, but I don't get it. I want to say hi, Donnie, in chat 'cause I see her waving. Hi, Donnie.
What's up, Donnie?
Hey, Donnie.
Other things too in this gun executive order, that one said 30 days, but a lot of the other ones were 60 days. And there's a 60-day proposed rule to make clear when a device marked a stabilizing brace effectively turns a pistol into a short barrel rifle, subject to the requirements of the NFA.
That's been going on for probably since Obama, actually. Like, I don't even see what and they've been trying to rule on it, like even when Trump was still in there. But it's a very weird, divisive issue.
See, one of the weirdest ones, and this seems like a virtue signal to me, is this other one where it says the Justice Department within 30 days will publish model red flag legislation for states. Red flag laws allow family members of lawful enforcement to petition for a court order temporarily barring people in a crisis from accessing firearms if they present a danger to themselves or others. The president urges Congress to pass a appropriate national red flag law. Whoa. As well as legislation incentivizing states to pass red flag laws of their own. In the interim, the Justice Department publishing model legislation will make it easier for states that want to adopt red flag laws to do so. See, that to me sounds like a virtue signaling thing. Like they're literally giving like states like a template. Like, oh, if you want a red flag law, this is what it can look like. I feel like something like that already exists. I feel like there's activist groups that already have things like that. So that just seems really, really virtue signaling to me.
It is, and I think most of the states that would pass a red flag law probably already did it, because you can tell like states right now, they're like the red states are getting more red and the blue states are getting more blue. Like PA is weird because we have a Republican legislator but a Democrat governor, so we're kind of one of the few states really sort of wobbly, but it's one of those issues.
Yeah, and that's what I think I'm seeing, and I think it's going to happen over the next decade, is a lot of people are going to embrace their side more, and you're going to see red states go redder and blue states go bluer. And this is a lot of virtue signaling stuff. But another virtue signaling thing that was kind of quiet on the airwaves a bit was when Biden announced that they're going to open up this, I think it's like a committee or some sort of group that's going to look into, like, study the concept of court packing. And some people were freaking out. At first, I was kind of like, "Whoa, what's he doing this for?" They're really not that stupid that they'd actually do this. But to me, it seemed like sort of bait that's to make their more radical base happy. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna look into it, and then they're gonna find out, oh yeah, this is actually a crazy idea, and then they can kind of have like a way out on it and be like, yeah, I guess we're not gonna do that because the experts said we shouldn't.
Yeah, that's
I think-
what it sounds like.
I
Because
feel like that's something that entertains the fucking news base. I feel like that these guys are saying this shit just so it because they know that the conservative news space is already begging for fucking stories, and like they're trying to give it to them or whatever, so that they can write their shit. Obviously, it's not gonna fucking work, and they already and you're already they're not gonna you already have two senators in Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema that are already said that they're not gonna do away with the filibuster. So it's like in order to get a in order to get a justice in through the Supreme Court, you're basically like it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I just don't think it's gonna happen. So.
Well, and I think the simple reason they wouldn't do is because once they add somebody, when a Republican gets in, they're going to add somebody, and et cetera, et cetera. It just keeps, it's a never-ending spiral. Unless, and I think this is too risky of a gamble, but unless they think they can secure through replacement, change, voter fraud, and a million other things, extra states, that they could secure like a Democrat supermajority. That's the only reason I would see them doing it, but I feel like they'd have to get that first before doing something like this.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to end up having to happen first. I think it is just a virtue signal. Like I just don't see a lot of action out of him, and I think maybe at Kamala, whenever she takes power, she might try something. But even then, like there's gonna be dark times whenever that happens, which could be up in the next year or two. I feel.
Yeah, tune in a year later. We'll give our takes on that. Well, speaking of, did you guys see that Tucker Carlson was getting in trouble this week over comments he made on his new show?
No, I didn't hear about that.
So he was. That's a nice spicy far left article on this. So Tucker has this new show called Tucker Carlson Today, which is like an extra, like few hours, I guess, of Tucker Carlson, but it's on the Fox News streaming site. And there was a clip from it that started going around where he was talking about the truth. I mean, let's just come out and say like the truth, which is that Democrats are trying to replace the current American population with new foreign voters. Like that's what they're doing. I mean, we see that with mass immigration as the biggest example of this. And he mentions that, and they're calling, and he says it's not a racial thing, and they start jumping on like, oh, he's a white supremacist. He's talking about the white replacement theory, even though he never said that. He said it's a voting rights thing, because you're literally having people who have been in this country for so long that have their vote, and it matters, and then you're bringing more people that take their one vote and devalue it, because you're in a state, let's say like Texas is a great example. It's solid red, or was. You bring a bunch of people in there and your vote isn't the same as it was before, because it's not the same Texas. And of course states always change, but when it's a rapid change like this by people that are motivated to do this sort of thing, by people that are motivated to change states just through sheer mass migration, whether it's internal or external. And that's what he's talking about. They're like going nuts at him. But I think it's important that he's talking about this.
Well, the left admitted that white replacement theory is real. Like they talk about it with themselves. Like in these radical left forums, like they want white people to die. They want old white people to to die. They want white men especially to die. I've heard them talk shit on white women before. Even though that's probably half the people who are posting. It's these white women, these liberal white women who keep posting like hatred against white people, but they don't even like them now apparently. Like they want to do that. It's an open secret.
Oh yeah.
Race, because that's what the left is. Like they go and call Republicans a racist when their whole party is based around racial concepts. Like they say that whiteness is bad. Like they're the racist ones. They're the ones making it a race issue. But then when white people get upset, then they're the racist ones. When you see these games that they do, like they just want to divide you. That's what it's down to. They want to divide you, and they want to go and like penalize being white. They want that to be because like if you say whiteness, what do you not like? What are the connotations of that in the modern day? Whenever you say
super negative.
It's negative. You say blackness, and they want
progressive.
That to be positive. Like you say white power, that's negative, that's racist. You say black power, that's woke. It's just the words, and they've been doing that for years. Like this isn't like a modern development like that. That's been going on for years, and now they're trying to go and kiss up to like the Asians now, which is ironic because they're the ones who won't let them go into Harvard. They start like using like one incident, which wasn't even, I don't think it was an Asian thing with that one shooter. I think that was like
an incel problem.
An incel, he had a problem with sex workers. That's it just so happens that there's another open secret that pretty much any massage parlor, they don't just do massages. And it's an open secret. Check out Craigslist. We talked about that last week. It's out there.
Yeah.
You can go into those. So there's a book I think from some dude in Canada, because it's even up there, same sort of thing, on the ways like which massage parlors offer the best services, and some of the like guides on how to purchase these under the table, under the pants services.
Right.
It's basically prostitution that happens everywhere, but no one does anything about it, and then it only gets brought up when something like this happens. And it's not just prostitution, there's human trafficking involved as well. How many people legitimately just go to these like massage parlors and just get massages? Like I'm sure some people do, but single guy going over there, it's not very, I've never gone to a massage parlor, one of these ones that, you'll see in every, like even small towns, like the one in my parents' house got busted for sex trafficking. It's not just these big ones that do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I was, actually, I did some homework. I did some research, and I started looking into the whole Stop Asian Hate thing, because I was trying to want to figure out where this is coming from. And it seems like what the media is saying is that, because of COVID, people are being more racist to Asians, and that's why we're seeing an uptick. And it's white people. That's the other thing they say, it's white people. Which, if you've looked at any of the crimes, that's overwhelmingly not the case. But when you do look at it further, I thought, wow, like, because they were throwing around percentages. They were like, oh my God, like there's been like a 150,000% increase in Asian hate crimes. Like, oh, that's a lot. Wow. And I start looking at the actual numbers. Like, how many have there actually been? Do you want to guess how many Asian hate crimes there have been? Like in the past, I think it's this year.
Like 20?
2,800. Nothing. It's like a joke. When you consider that there are, like 14 million Asian Americans.
Are there?
Yeah, there's like a lot.
Who's doing these hate crimes too?
You can't talk about that now, can you?
That's the thing. Because I remember someone was trying to go and pass a criminal justice reform bill, and it's something that the left has been talking about. One of the things they want to go and do was reduce the penalties additions for hate crimes, and they wanted to do that because a certain group does a disproportionate amount of hate crimes, and hint, it's not Caucasians.
Yeah.
As much as the left would love you to believe that the Klan is out there like just racking up the amount of hate crimes, it's actually not the Klan. It's not the alt-right. It's somewhat. It's another minority group.
Yeah, and look, we're not saying obviously that there's any sort of like, oh my god, well, this group of people's bad and this group of people's good. That's not the point. That's not what we're saying, because I know people are gonna miss not quite some ill-intended people, or people of the left wing will probably take it the wrong way, but we're literally just trying to point out what's actually happening and point out that the media is covering this up, that they're not showing you the full story. They're painting a false narrative to create more division. They're trying to pit one group against another, and we're showing you is that no, this is not how this is happening. This is what they want you to think, and let's just try and find a solution to this problem. And it's something that we should all figure out, if you even consider it a problem, because actually I was wrong. There are not 14 million Asians in this country. There are 18 million. 18.64 million. So if you take that 2,800 of all the Asian Americans in this country, it's 0.02%. 0.02% of Asians have experienced a hate crime. 0.02%. Of course, that doesn't matter because nobody believes or is persuaded by facts, but that shows you how small this is and how they're blowing this out of proportion just so that they can create more divide and conquer. And what's also I think interesting too is they want all this more migration and all that, but the Latinos have been one of the biggest groups that are actually swinging for Trump pretty hard. They were approaching George Bush numbers in 2020. So they gotta be careful what they wish for when they bring all these people over.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, and the other interesting thing too about that is, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it, but I've been watching Alex Jones's on-the-ground reporting with InfoWars at the border, and it's crazy what's going on down there, because he's one of like the few people that's actually covering it. And it's interesting to watch because there are like no reporters down there, and they found out how the process is working when these people come over, because they've run out of room in the tents, and there are some people with COVID that they want to separate from the people in the tents. So they take them, they bus them into Texas, and they put them in hotels, like normal hotels. They're being used as COVID quarantine centers for Americans, and they're putting all the illegals in there. And on top of that, these like church NGO things, these Christian or Catholic NGOs are helping them do that, and they're also helping get people like into the country. And Alex actually stopped one of them. That was like a viral video that's going around. So that's what's happening down there, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. And it's still an ongoing crisis that's not stopping. And it's funny to see that the Biden administration is even considering filling the gaps in Trump's wall.
I hope he does. I hope he does, because that'd be great.
That'd be hilarious. It would show that it's a bipartisan issue. Walls work. But the other thing I wanted to talk about that was pretty big going on is the Matt Gaetz saga. The Chad Matt Gaetz versus the Virgin Deep State is continuing. And the one thing that came out recently was that he supposedly, according to public records of Venmo, that he paid this one dude like $900, and it supposedly went to like a 17-year-old. We don't know what that payment was actually for. It says on there it was for schooling, but we don't know actually what he paid for. But that's what they're trying to use as like the smoking gun. But he's still fighting this, which I think is good. He's not backing down, which is a smart move, and I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, and here's my advice, just just in general. If you're gonna do any, I'm not saying that he did this, but if you're gonna do anything slightly shady, don't use Venmo. Don't
Yeah.
use PayPal. Don't use Cash App. They're use cash. Don't do that, or give someone a fucking gift card.
Yeah, don't use anything that has a paper trail, or a
Digital trail.
Yeah.
That's why I like to, because look, Matt Gaetz is a smart guy. I really find it a hard time to believe he would do something super shady, super evil, and like pedophile tier behavior over Venmo. It's possible, like anything, but I just don't buy it. No pun intended.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this is the establishment. This is the establishment trying to get rid of Matt Gaetz.
I'm surprised that they haven't gotten rid of Alex Jones over at the border. I'm surprised they didn't trump up some charges against him.
They tried to, because he was at the facility, the tent facility, and they were trying to kick him off, saying it was private property. He's like, no, the line's right here. This is public property. And he's like yelling at him and like giving him shit. Like, it was funny. And then this one dude like comes out and gives him water, and he's like, hey, what's your name? Who do you work for? What's going on here? Oh, thank you, Alex. Have a nice day. Like, just walks away. Like, trying to be nice, Oh, look, we're so nice. We're gonna give him water. Yeah, we're nice. And his crew's just like, dude, like, what's this?
Dude, they need to like text us. Like, what are you doing? Send some people down here. Give Alex some backup. This needs to be a full-blown investigation. It shouldn't be. Man, thankful that InfoWars does, good actual like work on like some actual reporting, agencies out there. But like, come on. You want like reporters wonder why people don't trust the news and they hate the news. They're covering up this stuff by omission.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big story out there, and the only person that's doing anything about it is Alex Jones.
Yep.
Yep. This is why I trust InfoWars more than CNN, MSNBC, or even Fox.
Same here, baby. And he even saved children. He saved children from being smuggled into this country illegally. Dude's a legend.
Yeah, where do you think those kids were gonna go? They're probably gonna go for sex trafficking.
Yep.
Go on the old Epstein Express.
And who was aiding in this were these Christian, quote unquote, charities. Oh, they're so humanitarian. Oh, we're just gonna aid and abet human smugglers.
And I won't be surprised. Some of these, after Pope Francis came in, they've been co-opted by the left.
Yeah.
A lot of these Catholic groups. I think that there was some stuff, because you saw that like Ratzinger Pope, the one that came before him. They were I think that they blackmailed him into resigning early, and I think it was done by the Obama administration, and like that sort of group of people.
The globalists.
So they could get a progressive pope in there. Mm-hmm. And they probably held up the child sex abuse scandal and used that as a way to go and blackmail them.
Well, that's why people are so sus of the Gaetz thing too, is because we've seen this stuff happen before. So it's like you have to almost always give the accused the benefit of the doubt, because this is what happens. People are blackmailed all the time. People are accused of things they didn't do, or their things are blown out of proportion or taken out of context. You're just smeared and lied about all the time, where you don't believe the headlines, you don't believe the stories, you just kind of have to wait and see. And that's what I'm still doing with Gaetz. Is like, just wait and see. He's lawyering up, and this is not going to be over anytime soon for sure. But I mean, look, does the payment look weird? Oh yeah, it does. But we don't know what it means. It can there's so many things that can look really bad out of context. So I like to know what really happened, and I mean, it would be interesting to see what happens. But I just don't see him as a guy that needs to pay for that sort of stuff. I mean, he's Matt Gaetz. He isn't ugly.
I mean, I don't even give a shit. I got to be honest. I don't even give a shit. Even if he paid what? Even if he paid $1,000 for a 17-year-old, even if he actually did that, still don't give a shit. Sorry. All right, it's because it's 17. Not that big of a fucking deal. All right, it's not that big of a damn deal. Um, I'm sorry. That's just my personal thing. And I mean, would it be? And no one, and not only that, no one in DC gets to tell anybody, gets to tell Matt Gaetz how moral or immoral someone else is. All right, no one in DC holds any moral superiority to Matt Gaetz. Um, it's like these are like these are the grimiest people, and I said my story last week about how like when I was in DC. Like, look, it's the 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 prostitution and I'm sorry, the escort services are pretty rampant out there. You know, and if you have the money, look, just look. They had the Elliot Spitzer thing like, you know, a while back, right? The attorney general for like or whatever. Um,
I think I
I think
remember
it was
that. Yeah.
yeah. He had a you know he had a escort. It's like I'm sorry. It's not it's not that like it's commonplace. For me, some stuff like that is commonplace. I'm on the side of look, hey, if you can afford to get a prostitute or an escort, hey, more power to you. You know,
I personally would be like, how could you lower yourself to something that degenerate? Like, you know, it's cheaper in getting married. I get it, but you know, I would
I mean,
just
for
look
some look,
down on it.
some people look some first off, some people for the male's perspective, hey, some people just don't want to get, you know, some people just don't want to do the whole commitment thing. Hey, again,
Yeah.
hey, if you don't want to be committed, why are you going to force yourself to be in a commitment that like that just doesn't like that's a recipe for disaster. You're putting somebody you're putting somebody in a position to where they're not like, you know, where they're going to be miserable, where they're like, dude, that's how people get violent and shit, man. You know, people go postal and shit, like spousal abuse and shit. Like, and then like, and then from a female perspective, shit, if she wants to sell her ass for money or whatever, who the fuck am I to tell her no? Like, yeah, I mean, like in Europe, like look in Europe and some of those countries in Europe, especially
Amsterdam.
in Amsterdam, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, they have if you ask, they have to present you with like medical shit that says like, hey, you got tested and you're negative and all that shit.
Hey, that's how you run a clean business, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, I mean, it's not. So I don't know. I'm. This is one of those things where I. That's one of those things where I break away from the conservative, you know, model because like the like and oh let me just say one thing about the fucking establishment conservatives, okay? I to me, in my personal opinion, right? Establishment Republicans to me are I hate them the most. I hate them the most.
Second.
I hate them the most. Why? Because okay, so you have garbage, you know, you have the Democrats who are, you know, they're slimy, but at least I understand where they're I understand um that they don't respect the Constitution. I respect no, I don't respect it, but I get it, right? I'm like, okay, so many of the Democrats, they don't respect the Constitution, they don't respect the Bill of Rights, they don't respect, you know, gun rights or free speech or whatever. I get that. Like they're like I understand that that's who they are. Okay. with establishment Republicans, I hate them more because they tell us on a daily fucking basis how morally superior they are than the other side, and yet they're just as crooked, sometimes even more. They're, they're just as shady. They hide just as much shit. Um, I like for me, yeah, that's the main reason why I fucking hate them. So yeah, that's my reason. Like it, like I get that the Democrats are shady, but like they're not, like I don't think they're really give a they don't give a shit because they don't really, that they're not going to be, they're not for the rule of law. They're not for the Constitution. So why
Oh man. Oh, this is some bullshit right here.
oh
What's
You guys
going
still,
on?
you guys still streaming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still live.
So I ordered these like pizza and pierogies off of DoorDash, and they forgot the fucking pizza.
How do you forget the
well.
pizza?
Yeah, I don't know. That's like the main fucking part. Like you order a burger and fries, and they just give you fries, and it's gonna be like,
Oh,
man,
Hey.
that pisses me off. It's one of those stupid fucking ghost restaurants that like only exists in DoorDash too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're gonna get like a shit review.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
if anybody's a DoorDasher that's listening to this and you live in the state of PA, don't mess with Alex's orders.
Dude, like that's bullshit. Like, I mean, thankfully, so like if you order that shit, like, because the place closes in like 10, like 30 minutes too. Like, dude, I want my fucking food. It already took them like 80 minutes to get my fucking food over here.
Well,
I need my
this
dinner.
is why too. Like, I know we're gonna go on a tangent, but I like it. Food's good conversation, always is. Am I call me a normie? Well, maybe it's not a normie, but like, I've never been I like like the idea of food being delivered to you, but I have never ever minded going out and getting food. Like, it just doesn't bother me.
I wanted to drink today. That's.
I know. I know. Like, we're in the situation we're in right now. Like, yeah, I get you on that, but that's like a good example as to why like I always like go and get food, because like I almost always check my food there.
Oh, dude, it's even worse. Like, I'd go like shit, dude. Like half the time, like I don't even eat McDonald's. My girlfriend eats it. We'll go to McDonald's and they always fucking forget something. Same thing with Taco Bell. And then we had to go in, like we had to go to the fucking place, and that's why I like to eat in there, because like if you're giving it at the restaurant, eating it in the restaurant, you never have to worry about this. But if you ever do like fast food or takeout or something, that's where they'll fuck you over.
Well,
And
that's why I always
always
check it there, because then like you can go up to the waiter or whoever, so the host, and just be like, yo, what's this shit? Like, can we get it right this time? And then fix it there.
same fucking McDonald's too. Like it's the most like stupid fucking thing, and like they're just like the weirdest place. I bet they do it on purpose. I bet they do this on purpose to save money, because these people are so fucking Scrooge like that they go and they don't even turn on the heat for the employees because of COVID. They were shut down, so they don't have any heat in there.
Oh my
What?
God.
They're wearing fucking like what's it called, like back. Well, this was back in the winter.
Yeah, because I was saying it's like hot now, but yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, they're wearing like coats in the fucking building because they were too cheap to pay
Jesus.
for them to have heat.
It's
Like the most.
it's these big corpos, like these mega corps are like that, because Amazon's just as bad. Ordered another Amazon package because I need to get rid of my gift cards, and I ordered books, so I was crossing my fingers, and they both came damaged, destroyed. The box was like destroyed, but like the books were like, because one of the books is really heavy and one of them's a paperback, and I think, and this may be Amazon and the postal service, but it probably got thrown around a lot and like crushed the other book. But even the big one was like broken at the top where because it's like a big coffee table book, and it was broken at the top where the paper cover is. Like, it's all banged in and messed up. I'm like, dude, this is like an expensive book, and this is what I get. I'm like, no, I'm sending this shit back. And somebody that worked for Amazon, one of these chat rooms I was in, was said like, yeah, we Amazon workers don't care if it gets caught, like even in the conveyor belt. They'll throw it in and be like, "Well, this is what returns are for," and just send it on its merry way. This is something I've noticed. Is it me or is it just gotten a lot worse really recently? I know.
Yeah. And then they never gave me any issues. I don't know, like maybe it's your Amazon facility near you, but like mine's always been pretty decent.
I used to never have issues. Like, I've gotten so many books before that came in like pristine condition, but over the past, like, I hate to keep saying this, but ever since COVID, it feels like I've seen it. Like, CDs get damaged, books get damaged, like everything just gets damaged. And I'm like, what are you people doing? Like, and then when the box is damaged, that's my favorite part because it's like, what were they doing?
Yeah, like I'm surprised they like flag you or something because like you've done this a few times.
They probably have some like algorithm that like finds, oh, Sean Trump, ooh, let's damage all his packages.
Well, no, I mean like I know certain places like if you keep returning shit,
Yeah,
they'll like put you on a.
If
some
you have,
sort
They
of-
put me on a
like,
list.
It's probably wherever you like wherever ships your ship probably has some shitty employees. Like there's certain like because there's like main warehouses and then there's like smaller warehouses or whatever.
I think this
But
one
there's,
came
like,
from
there's
Connecticut.
Right. I don't. In any case, you probably got some shitty employees. They're just like, fuck it, like fuck my life.
Yeah.
You know, and like, cause you sometimes get that like with like you know, FedEx or UPS or some shit like that. You know, where they'll just throw your shit in the truck or something like that. Like fragile, fuck it. And
Oh,
just-
dude, that's the worst too. Is like when you have an envelope that says in big red letters, "Do not bend." You
Yeah.
open the mailbox.
That's like
This thing is
that's
like
an invitation to destroy your
360
shit.
degreed in the mailbox. It's like, I hate the post service. You know, people are like, "Oh, Trump's so evil. He like cut the postal service." No, he should get rid of it. It should have been gone. I would have been happy. Life would have been better. Like, I love when these people like defended the postal service. They're like outside, like protesting, like, we want to keep the postal service.
The only thing would be like the only thing with the postal service, right? That my thing would be, and I'm not sure why there's a lot of things like with the UPS, in case of crisis, you need something to be able to move from one place to the other, just in case there's like some sort of craziness where corporations won't run or something like that, where there's like a EMP and then there's no, you know, electronics or something like that. Like if another country hits an EMP and then there's no all over the country and there's no electronics or something like that, you still need a way to get packages from one end to point A to point B for emergency services or whatever.
I have
Something
no
like
fucking idea. What if like we to go and expand the postal service, increase their profitability? What if we replace like Uber Eats and like all these other places with fucking postal employees?
They already actually kind of have that. Have you heard of I think it's Postmate.
What do they do?
It's basically like the Uber of package deliveries. I don't know how.
No, just make actual postal workers.
Wait, what? Sorry, you broke up there.
Just make actual postal workers deliver your food.
Oh, deliver food.
Yeah, I mean they already have the the vehicle, and then like they could go like Uber Eats could go in contract with the postal service to just go and deliver people fucking food.
It'd probably be extremely inefficient because they'd have to be like going to so many restaurants and your mail would be slowed down. But I see your idea.
Like they're going to do it after they do the mail, because like what else do they really do all day? You know, after they get their mail delivered.
I don't know actually. Maybe they do Uber on the side. I don't know. I mean, what annoys me though is like there are these people like when Trump was like kind of post office. Like I literally saw him like protesting outside the post office. Like, oh, we support our post office. We love our post office. We need to keep
Dude, I
it.
fucking hate
Who
fucking hate my
likes the
post office.
post office? It's the worst thing ever.
They don't deliver mail to my fucking house, but like, you know, UPS will. UPS will deliver mail to my house, but the fucking postal service won't. You know, like that pisses me off.
These are
But I
the
do think
same
that we need
people that
to
would
have.
probably defend the DMV, you know?
Well, here's my thing though. Like, my only concern with getting rid of the post office would be, you know, then you'd have like certain things. Other companies could just refuse to ship a bunch of things.
Oh yeah, I think we need to keep it, but I think it maybe you could do something like what Trump did with like the air traffic control towers where you have it sort of like privately managed, but
Yeah,
it's a public
have it,
utility.
you know, have the post office, but like, or have something, but they're required by law to, you know, still deliver certain packages. Like, even if it's like guns or ammo or whatever, like
Yeah,
put those things in there, or like even political things, because theoretically, you know, UPS could say, "Nah, I'm not going to deliver your, you know, flyers for Trump because they're
exactly.
sponsored by Democrats."
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I think it's needed, but it's like I wouldn't mind it being scaled down. I mean, I also wish there was a way, or maybe there is a way to do this, just I've never seen anybody do this. Can you deliver like typical mail, like regular mail envelopes, you know, for letters through Amazon, through UPS, through FedEx?
I mean, you probably could, but then you'd still have to pay for their package. I mean, it's UPS, USPS is by far the cheapest. I've looked.
Oh yeah, yep.
The
That's why I
shipping
use
too.
them.
And that's, you know, if I can use USPS, I will generally do that. But there are certain limitations on USPS, like they can only, you know, like their hours and whatnot, where it still makes sense to use UPS.
Yeah, yeah. It's just such a the mail is such a weird thing because it's so it feels so stuck in the past, you know. Like I mean, it has changed in ways like Amazon. Obviously, like they have their own little trucks that go around and they take a picture and the package gets put on your door, and you can actually track it like step by step. I mean, there is some innovation, but it's like it just feels so ancient, so ancient.
I always see, like I look at like, and I don't know how they operate, but like I know Russia has like state like corporations, like
Yeah,
state corporations like Gazprom, and
yeah,
there's
I
like
don't know.
their natural gas corporations, and like Sukhoi does their like fighter jets and shit. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if we really want to be modeling shit off of like Russia. Like, I don't think they're as bad as the left make them out to be, but I also don't think that they're like
I
necessarily.
think, I mean, I think they're fantastic from a military technology perspective. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree with you on a lot of it. Like, I mean, but I just think like, well, there are there are some things that we do need, but like at the same time, some of this stuff, like we need to like not have like a lot of our problem is um look, some of these employees are just like are almost the federal employees and even state employees for a lot of times. I'm like they're like almost impossible to get rid of.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And
it's
that's
like that.
where
Some companies are still like that. You know.
Hey,
yeah,
look at unions.
I mean,
But
Well, I
see, the
mean, with the
thing,
unions, like so big corporations, it can be like that too.
oh yeah, but the thing too, you gotta keep in mind, like with these government jobs, is like, let's say you get rid of these people, like, are there really gonna be a lot of like highly skilled people that are like, oh yeah, I want to work for the post office, I want to drive around a truck all day? It's like, no, usually those people want to do like work for a big corpo and get their white collar paycheck. I think honestly, and it's a dangerous and scary thing, but I think this is really what's gonna happen is it gets automated. Like these low skill jobs get automated,
Well,
and
I think the post office you probably could, because what do you really do? Sort mail can be done. Like, I think the computer could do half of
yeah,
that
I could
shit. Like
read it, just scan it, read it, whoop, goes there, and then it
have a
goes puts in these. Hmm?
have a drone deliver it. from the post office to your house.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like, if any big thing that will happen with like the mail, it's going to be the automation of it, and it's going to happen in a lot of industries of low skill jobs. But as somebody that's of course very populous, like the big concern I have with that, even though I love technological innovations, is, well, what do we do with all those people? They don't have jobs. Like, we need to put we need to take them and put them somewhere else, as
Well, if
Patrick
your
would
only
say.
job is being a fucking postal delivery manager or whatever, then like, you need to challenge yourself more. Like
The
that's such a stupid one.
people are harder to change, and that's why I think it's like, when I say we gotta take them, put them somewhere else, is like, we need to find something else we can do with these people. Like, what else could they do in
Throw them in
society?
an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah, but those are gonna be automated. They're already like half automated.
Well, I still need people there. Like I still see hiring shit there. For the piss
Yeah.
jugs.
Well,
Have be a piss jug carrier. That'd be perfect for a
yeah,
post
yeah,
office.
for the new Jeff Bezos of Amazon. But you know what's interesting actually about that? One thing that Elon Musk did in the Tesla factories was he originally had it all automated, the assembly lines. But he found that the robots broke down so much and were not as strange as it sounds, not as that reliable as humans. And so he actually had to get rid of a lot of them. There's still definitely a lot of stuff that's automated, like the painting and other things, because it does it better than any human can. But you don't need to repair humans. I mean, they have their issues,
Well, I mean,
but
okay, so with Elon Musk, like with a lot of the stuff that he does, that's like niche shit, and niche shit with niche stuff, or specialty stuff, you still need like the human touch for the specialty stuff.
well, it's not
Machines,
really a
look,
specialty thing. It's just the fact that the technology is still just
well, there's
not
a lot.
there.
Like, look, there's a lot of stuff that you do need. Like, it's specialty stuff in that there's a lot of um unique stuff that you're trying to put together, like with the Tesla, with the Tesla stuff, with the SpaceX stuff, with all that stuff. There's a lot of individually complex shit. Like, machinery uh, is great when you're doing repetitive, simple shit, like assembly line stuff. Like repetitive stuff where you're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff in a short amount of time. But you know, like if you're trying to build quality shit, like you're really gonna need a human element to a lot of it. Like, and I, I mean, kudos to, but I'll say this, like, kudos to Elon Musk for actually getting it. Like, instead of trying, like, because you get a lot of corporations are just trying to make it work with the mechanical robot assembly lines, instead of actually going, oh, this shit doesn't work. Oh, now, like, and making the investment in doing something different. Um, but that's why he's the richest man in America. And that we know of. Anyway, like, I have to say that disclaimer because, like, we really don't know. I mean, to be fair, like, it's like Forbes says he's the richest dude on the planet. Like, no, no, we don't know. We don't know. Forbes doesn't know. We don't know. And there, I'm sure there's people in China that are richer than Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. I'm sure there's people in Europe. I'm sure, like,
Well, I
but
think
anyway.
the problem goes down to like how much power do you have? Because I'm pretty sure if you're like Xi Jinping, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like he has that much power. Like who's
Yeah.
gonna say no to him?
Yeah. Look, Vladimir Putin has a fuck ton of power too. Like, yeah, those are like, that's like, I don't know. It's incredible to see how much, like, those fuckers have. Like, Jesus. Yeah, I was looking at one of Putin's houses. It looked incredible. Like, it was just like one of those, like, high up on the freaking, like, I don't know. I would have to look at. I would have to look at. There was one of his houses, like white. It's like a white. high level house. I mean, it's just beautiful, and it's like just something I don't know. And he's got a couple of them. He's got a couple of those houses too. Like I don't know. There's just like I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot wrong with our fucking country, but like one of the it's like I know people bitch at like, well, why don't we have the cool buildings like that like Europe and China have? I'm like, look, well, because we don't have slaves like they do in fucking China. Like, yeah, the Qatar has awesome buildings. I'm like, Qatar uses fucking slavery. Like, like, I mean, hey, if you want to live in a world with a whole bunch of slaves, I mean, I believe I believe we've abolished that shit like a long time ago. I think there's going to be there's trade-offs, okay? You want like
So I step out for 5 minutes just to vacuum my room, and we're already talking about slaves. Ooh,
Yeah,
let's go.
I was saying
What rabbit hole
like
we going down?
Vladimir Putin, like I was saying, like what we were talking about power, like powerful people, and like Vladimir Putin has like one of the coolest fucking houses that I've seen.
Oh, I saw that.
You
Yeah.
saw the White House that's like erected like super high. Like holy fuck!
I'm surprised he'd go for that. I feel like he'd be a type of like, embrace tradition type of guy.
No, I mean, look, he's an incredible person. I don't like he may be shady or evil. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know him personally, but like
We know he's
there's no
shady.
denying
He's
the
Russian.
man is intelligent. The man is intelligent, and the man,
He's a Chad.
I don't know. He's definitely a fucking Chad.
Yeah.
No question. No question.
I feel like when he and Trump shook hands, they probably had like like
They were
the cells
they got one.
interlinked.
Did you see that one interaction where Trump and Putin, they were like they shook hands and laughed like they were fucking buddies and shit. Like, yeah. Game recognizes game. Okay? That's but
This
yeah.
thing's like above the tree line. Like, what is this? Some like Bond villain lair thing going on here.
It's are all Russians Bond villains?
Oh, we know one.
Dude, and I hate hearing people bash Russians. Like Russians, I've got Russian friends, and they're some of the most nicest people I ever fucking met. Like, it's it's a terrible thing to like for me. Like, and Russia's a beautiful country. You know, like they got their own shit. They've got their own shit. They've got their like it's a country just like everybody else. Like the Democrats hate Russia because they're not dependent on the U.S. dollar. That ultimately that's the real problem. Like they're not dependent. They're not dependent on the U.S. dollar. That is that is the thing. They want control. They want the world to be like dependent on the U.S. dollar, and that's never gonna fucking happen. Like not with Russia. Like I don't think. Like they're not stupid. Like yeah. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like the idea of thinking that they're stupid is just absolutely asinine.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have Russian blood in me, and I don't see any point in bashing my heritage, but it's just like they're people like anybody else. They're people, and they built great things, and they've been successful, and they've had failures, and they've had famines and some dark history, but so have a lot of countries. I mean, they're a country, but I have to say, this article from Architecture and Design, it's like, oh, it's so classy and elite.
It is incredible. It is incredible.
Well, this article's like bashing it, like Putin. They're like, oh, the Putin house is too good to be Putin's house. And they're like,
What?
yeah, it's so stupid. They're like, the interior of the house is sleek and modern, which is a far better design compared to the flourishes in the lifeless $1.3 billion state that the Russian president apparently paid for through a corruption campaign had to come out and deny.
Like, let's be real. He probably did. He probably did go and buy it like through some shady ass means. But you know, it like Russia, like it's one of those things. After the end of the Soviet Union, it's had a bit of a hard time, and the fact that it's still somewhat of a solvent country it speaks out a lot to it. Like, look out.
But hey, at the end of the Soviet Union, it created a lot of fucking billionaires all over the fucking all over the world. Like you see where they ended up, like fucking one of the like they just went all over Europe and bought European like soccer teams and shit. One of them bought the fucking the Brooklyn Nets a long time ago. Now it's owned by some Chinese billionaire or whatever. But yeah, like yeah, I mean this is like it's one of those things where it's like the Soviet like that's we're trying to tell people that like look, communism is bad. Like it if the left is bitching about like financial inequality now, imagine what look at the communist countries. The communist countries have some of the biggest financial inequality the world has ever seen. Like yeah, obviously there's going to be like obviously in any society there's going to be financial inequality. Like there's just like there's winners and there's losers. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Right? But like it's way worse in communist countries. Way worse.
Well, there's
Like
a dramatic
you got some of the richest people in the world. You got some of the richest people in all of the fucking world in China, and you got people living in villages without no electricity or running water or anything.
Yeah, it's a
There's
dramatic wealth gap.
Like dramatic wealth gap.
Yeah, there's like no real middle class. It's just rich and poor.
Yeah, the leftists have zero perspective. Like have zero perspective whenever they talk about really much of anything. Like people that are talking about gun rights, these are the same people that have never fired a gun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, these people that are, you know, talking about income equality, they've never lived in China or whatever. It's like, and even then it's like, oh, even the people that do, like these people that are like why aren't we like freaking France, or why aren't we like Sweden or whatever? They'll take a fucking they'll stay in a fucking these pieces of shit will stay in a four seasons in Stockholm or whatever, and then like and that'll be their perception of what fucking Sweden is like. Like no, go live outside there, okay? Go live in the countryside and see what you think. Like see how fucking easy it is over there. It's like you really have to acquire perspective to really be able to talk about some shit. Like I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, I always, I think on the one hand, you'll get these people that are kind of like, oh, you've never had COVID. You can't say anything about it. It's like, okay, that's a silly argument, but it's also silly to be like acting like an expert on something that you've never dealt with or never talked to experts on. I think that's where representatives and people are supposed to be representatives. They're supposed to be representing interests and listening to people and becoming wiser and knowledgeable about things. But of course they don't, because that's not what it's about. But this article, though, is trying to act wise and knowledgeable about architecture. This is architecture and design. And so they start like crapping on Putin real hard, and they go, well, at this point, the issue isn't the fact that he ripped off his people, but the fact that he hasn't moved past the Georgian architecture period. Boomer. Seriously, though, the Putin house is a cracking concept, drawing that deserves the attention it's currently receiving, while we assume Putin will never contact Lazov to build the house. He's at least making money out of it after turning it into an NFT. In summary, Putin won't know what good taste was if it poisoned him with Novocaine. Unfortunately, for this reason, the Putin house will likely remain a concept, unless Metro Goldwyn Mayer comes calling for the next Bond film. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had to play that fucking
Sick burn.
that burn or whatever. Like it's jealousy. Look, and the people that are writing this article are just wet with jealousy. You know, these are those are people that'll never be able to own a house like that, like ever. Like, and
Exactly.
like
They're
yeah, I mean
jelly.
it's just terrible. You know,
Oh,
it's
that's what I
sad.
love about these critics, these people that like, especially like movie critics. They probably couldn't make a film if you like gave them all the equipment, all like the master classes they needed. They couldn't do it. They couldn't make a good one. And that's not to say you can't criticize films, but it's like, you know, these people get so uptight about stuff, so like critical, so judgy, but they couldn't do anything with their hands.
Yeah, there's some stupid people out there, you know.
Well, speaking of perspectives and stupid people, did you see the new Hunter Biden photos?
Oh no, what do you do this time? Who'd he blow?
Who plural? There were I don't even want to pull the pictures because they're actually kind of gross, but there were like three ways he was in, and he also had a picture when he was at his dentist, because he had meth mouth. The
Yeah.
meth had destroyed his teeth, and they were just these like tiny little things like sticking off his like.
Those are old pictures.
No,
Those are old.
these were new ones.
No, that I saw them when they were like because I was sharing with Alex. There was like a Chinese site that had pictures, like they had pictures and videos and stuff like that. Those pictures were on that drive. They were on the drive that was being leaked in China. Like it was being leaked in China. Like no, like that was like during the campaign, like during the presidential campaign. Like the Chinese were trying to bury it, and I think there were some people in Hong Kong that were like leaking the shit.
Well, yeah, I remember the initial ones that came out, but I'd never seen these before. Like,
Yeah.
the Daily Mail was publishing them, and there were like ones where he was like in his like underwear, and he had like this like
Yeah,
weird stuff.
seen them all before. Seen them all before.
I didn't
Those
see
were out
any of
during the
these.
campaign. Those were absolutely out during the campaign. Um, but yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't remember these circulating at all.
yeah,
Like, I remember some of the ones like did you see the one with the scale?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, no, that's what I was telling people. Like, look, I saw a lot of the pictures that were on there. They were like super fucked up. It was super fucked up shit. Like the videos were super fucked up. And there's likely still more of them. There's likely still more of them. And
That's the thing I don't get. Is like, why is this like, oh wait, there's more? It's like, well, if you have the whole like hard drive, like, why hasn't it all been dumped at once? You know, like all these people that supposedly have the hard drive
no,
have
I
like,
mean, really, the news was like, I don't know. The news obviously was waiting until they got, Biden got power to be able to go, oh, now this is a semi big deal or whatever. And even Fox was guilty of this shit too because
oh
they
yeah,
were burying it. They had the information and they were burying it too. Like these
Got back. They got the fucking pizza back. Looks like a fucking toddler made in their Lunchables.
mm,
It's like fucking man. This place it sucks.
Where did you order from? Let's find this
I wouldn't eat
place.
the pizza. I wouldn't eat the pizza because there's probably somebody spitting the fucking cheese or some shit.
Oh, that's
It's probably hairs in it.
Probably pubes and
for that, for the name of that place. Yeah, because we ordered
I
off
mean,
of DoorDash. Usually those like ghost restaurants, it's like, oh, like that's where all the people are like, oh, these are like really cool
somebody
places.
somebody stuck their fingers in their ass before they fucked with the dough.
Oh,
Nikki, send me the name of that. Well, I'll just.
sounds like Hunter Biden made this pizza.
No, he did. He probably they probably didn't fuck it. Okay.
Wow, he did. He doesn't need to do that to everyone he meets. He either like snorts coke off of them, or he,
Pittsburgh Ghost One Ghost Restaurant.
what kind of a name is that? It's so generic.
I don't know, like if this was like fucking like not even Fox's Pizza's that much of a shithead. Like this is disgusting.
You said Pittsburgh Ghost One?
PGH Ghost One Ghost Restaurant.
Oh, I found it. Yeah. What is this? Some hipster thing? What is this website? Dude, look at this website. This looks like the website somebody we know made of their esports thing.
Yeah, this is like a fucking like Zix or something or Zilla. What I guess.
Oh, dude, no, you're not even joking. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Proudly created with Wix. Dude, look at the copyright date.
Oh my god.
2023. Bruh, why did you gotta do your research before you order now. I mean, look at this. If you saw this, you would have been like, no.
I don't know, like there's this like mom and pop shop with like a bunch of boomers who run this like pierogi place and they're amazing, but this place sucks ass.
Well, you should have looked at the website. Look at this.
The ones to go to.
Dude, this is a mess. Click on the menu. Wow, I guess I will. Was it gonna open up a PDF? Yeah, sure enough it did. What is this?
Fucking cheap either. It was like we got like $30 for the pizza and pierogies, and they gave us like 7 fucking pierogies.
That's it? Bro, I can get it for cheaper at ShopRite, make it myself with some YouTube tutorials. Like, substantially cheaper. I know you're gonna pay a premium when going out, but like, dude, this menu's a mess. Look at this. This was designed by somebody that's like 90 years old and trying to use Microsoft Word. Like, look at this. Like, these exclamation. What is this? Like, they put like a hashtag? What is this? A mess. There's like no spacing, but sort of like some hierarchy here, but like it's a mess. It's one just
what
like.
the fuck are they making? Like, I see like, Polish shit, then tacos, then gyros. Like, what the fuck are they trying to do? Then like pizza. Like, they need to go.
Multicultural. It's a melting pot.
Mm.
This is a mess. What's this? With American, then the letter N, ethnic comfort foods? American and, like, there's typos.
It's N, and they're trying to go be cool and edgy. Like, oh, N.
Like rock and roll, man. This is terrible. Oh, this is cultural appropriation right here, dude. Racist.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are they even doing, man? This sucks.
Dude, look, it's like one font, and then this one line right here is like a different font.
Yeah, they use the fucking yin yang sign for that shit, but it's like not even the Asian shit.
No, but look at right here. This is like a different font from the entire rest of the thing, the part I highlighted.
My god. Who made this?
This is so bad. Like, I'm triggered. Like, the graphic design me is so triggered.
Scam them.
What was that?
You should go offer your fucking services and make them pay out the ass.
Oh, I could literally make this so much better in just like 5 seconds. Like, that's how piss poor this is. Sandwiches. Ooh, that's clever. Giant Polish taco. Ooh.
What the fuck's a Polish taco? I've never heard of that.
I don't know. This is more interesting than any of the news we've talked about. This menu. Shrimp po' boy sandwich.
Yeah, that's a po' boy. That's like a type of sandwich.
Dude, look at this. Look at this. They had underlined the N. What were you thinking, man?
Shit on there. Like, oh, this sounds like a cool place. The first time I've seen it before, and I hope that they don't last long. This is bullshit.
Yeah, well, let's see what's on the kids menu. I'm interested. Tendies, let's go. Small mac and cheese, hummus and pita, small onion rings, small tall salad. It's just like it's just random. This thing is so random.
Super pickle pizza.
I'm Pickle Rick.
The fuck is a super pickle pizza?
I don't know. It's ranch sauce, lots. This is all in caps, so you know there's a lot of it. Lots of sliced dill pickles, mozzarella, dash of dill with parmesan. I just don't like pickles, so that ain't for me.
Yeah, but like I can't see putting that shit on a fucking pizza.
You should have ordered the triple bypass meat pizza.
So like they didn't have that stuff on there on the fucking DoorDash. They just said pizza, medium pizza, and then it was like $2. Like I tried to make a Hawaiian pizza, but then it was like expensive, and they like threw it together like shit.
Oh, dude, that's another pet peeve of mine. When you look at the menu and then you look at like the DoorDash, the Grubhub, whatever it is, and it's a different menu. Or it's missing stuff. Like, get it together, guys. Come on. A medium $16, extra large $22. Did you get extra large?
No, we got medium. Thank God I don't want any extras.
How big was the medium?
It wasn't that big. Like we thought it was gonna be bigger. For like the price.
That's what she said.
Ridiculous.
Well, you notice they only have two sizes. There's no small, there's no large. There's just medium and extra large.
Yeah.
What is a ghost restaurant? A takeout and delivery restaurant with no sit down. Dude, another freaking typo. They capitalize the S and sit, even though it's like part of a sentence.
It's probably like, so what happens is like these don't exist like retail usually. It's probably like a shared kitchen or something.
Yeah.
But usually you'll find like really cool shit on there. But like this.
Well,
like
I think it's a cool concept because it's kind of like, you know, you could do this from your home and just send it out. You don't have to pay for rent. You don't have to pay for any of the extra overhead. Like, I like it. It's like a cool idea. But when you have typos in your menu like this, like capitalizing the S in the middle of a sentence, and everything's just a wall of text that's unreadable with exclamation marks galore, and like the yin yangs and
wait, go back there. Go to that pierogi pizza. I noticed what I think the typo.
oh no, those are another typo.
Specialty pizza. Specialty. Go back. It's the first one under specialty pierogi pizza.
Did they spell pierogi wrong?
No, they didn't spell butter. It says butt.
But lots of butt and onions.
It fucking tastes like there's a lot of ass in here.
This is amazing. Lots of butt and onions. Dude, don't they have spell check? Like, spell check will pick this shit up.
Fuck, it's a dessert pierogi. I've never heard of that.
What's different about the regular pierogi? They just pour chocolate on it.
I feel like fucking ice cream or something. I don't know. Like, dude, that does not sound like dessert food to me. It's like a dessert, like broccoli.
Well, let's check the prices on other. Wait, see prices in other parts of the menu. There is no other parts. Where am I gonna find the prices? Bruh, this is ridiculous. Like, they list the prices for everything, but when you get to the kids menu, it's like, oh, you gotta see other parts of the menu. I don't see another part of the menu. Am I supposed to like hunt and peck on this big ass menu?
This is like the fucking full thing.
Oh, I have to go to the website. Oh, there's a vegan menu. Ooh, on the website. Okay, let's go there. Let's go back. Let's check out their menu because I can't find the kids prices anywhere on this like look, this site doesn't even have the name of the place on here. You notice that? This is a mess. Like, this is just a mess. There's no structure, there's no layout. It's just thrown on here. Somebody was just like, yeah, let's just put all the text right there and all the logos just right there. That's what we'll do. Absolute mess. Just like the food.
What's on their vegetarian and vegan menu?
I think I pulled it up. Yeah, this is see, because look, I couldn't tell because of all the freaking text, and then the title was like so small compared to everything else.
Oh my god.
Dude, you should have gotten the vegan pizza. It was like $4 less.
What?
Oh, look, they have different sizes here. Before it was medium and extra large. Here it's just medium and large. Isn't the vegan stuff supposed to be like extra expensive?
Yeah, it actually sounds like it probably would have been better.
Yeah, dude. I think veganism's cancer, and I would have bought off the vegan menu.
I wouldn't taste as bad.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Diet cheddar cheese?
Yeah, what is that?
Man, I should have. Man, fuck these people. And then they like, it's like the most like schizophrenic menu, or not schizophrenic. What's the one? Like ADHD fucking menu. It's like, oh yeah, we have burgers and fries and haluski and crabs and
Oh, and don't forget the milk. Oh yeah, and don't forget the desserts. Like, it's just so random. It's like, it's not even like ADHD in the sense of like they were just like, oh, let's just put pizza. It's like, oh, pizza. Oh, vegetarians. Oh, dessert. Oh, the cream pie. Oh, the pierogies. Oh yeah. Oh. It's just like,
oh my god, dude, you should prank call them.
viewers, disavow. But if you want to order, that the number's there.
Oh my god.
What else do we have here?
I wonder I wonder if that's the same number as like another restaurant. Like, watch it be like or something that's like ghost kitchening out of.
Watch, it's like the feds pick up. It's like, this is the FBI. It's like, whoa, I was just here to have some fun, man.
Like, yeah. Like, going and see, this like turned me off of those fucking ghost restaurants. It's like, no more a ghost, because by the time you go and look for it, they'll probably be fucking bombed.
Oh, look at this. Soy free. We have a veg and vegan version and carnivore versions of these. Dude, like, talk about covering all your bases there. Vegan, vegetarian, and carnivores. Wow.
Well, maybe if they would have like worried more about making food that actually like tastes decent, like have whoever your fuck is like sending these out do their fucking jobs, they have actual decent food. Instead, they're like trying to go and pull like just the amount of just random shit on the menus, like hummus and pita and like French fry. Like, it's, man, I don't even understand it. Like, it has to be a ghost restaurant because none of the stuff would make sense like to have all in one restaurant. Like, it probably takes them like no one ever took so long for them to do anything. They probably have to go and like look through the fucking fridge half an hour to go and find everything. Different fucking foods.
See, this is the problem. I like talking about the illusion of choice a lot, but this is the problem with the other side of the coin of that. Too much fucking choice. There is too much to choose from here, where you're going to sit down, you're going to look at it, and you're going to be like, I don't know what I want. I don't want anything now. There's just too much. There's way too much.
And their desserts too. Like, they have churros, funnel cake, Italian ice. Like, man, like, do they have like a full-on dessert menu somewhere?
Oh god, I don't. We'll try to find it. I think it's on this one, on the regular menu.
Oh, on that, where the fuck? Like, see, they don't even put that out. Oh shit, there's coupons here too.
The vegans had coupons.
Yeah, like.
But
man,
you, sir, do not. Oh, dude, look at the expiration date on them.
What was it?
I probably think it's a little bit delayed, but I pulled it back up.
7/31. Oh.
2020. 2020. Unreal. This is like this is terrible, dude. This is so bad. Okay, let's find the dessert menu before we have like a heart attack from looking at this menu.
They have to have a dessert menu, I think. Like, they mentioned dessert, but like maybe they just don't put it all in one place.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Desserts.
Hold on, I think I've it. Hold on.
You think you found it? You want to give me the coordinates?
Oh, apparently we're getting refunded from DoorDash.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pay for the bleach. I'm gonna dump down my fucking throat after eating this. Actually, you know what? Okay. To be fair, it wasn't that bad. It tasted like, you remember Canyon Pizza?
Oh yeah.
It was like a little bit above that, maybe.
Oh, that's not saying much.
Hey, what the fuck is this dessert menu? funnel cake, churro, sweet dessert pierogi, ghost cinnamon balls. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Giant pickle for dessert. Who the fuck eats a pickle for dessert? Like, what is this?
Tasty Italian ice? Do you mean water ice?
Like now, like you ever never had a time like Rita's?
Yeah, water ice.
Yeah, that's what Italian
Who
ice
the
is.
fuck calls it Italian ice?
Rita's fucking called.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Never have I ever heard that phrase ever before, and I'm from the area where like people like jizz and like water ice. They love it so much.
Calls it water ice. It's Italian.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Everybody here calls it that. Like when at school, we'd always say like, "Oh, we're getting water ice." Oh, water ice.
Like, what other type of ice is there than technically like water ice?
I know.
Like,
It's, don't get me wrong. It's a stupid sounding term, but like that's what everybody calls it here. Maybe it's a Philly thing. I don't know. Yeah. See, I'm not crazy. It's called that. Water ice. There are places they call it water. Yeah, I think it's a Philly thing. That's what. Why am I getting a wireless card from Boise, Idaho right now?
Are they calling you?
Oh yeah, I think so. It's probably a spam call.
They're calling you to update your car warranty.
Hello.
Hello, DJ Sean. It's Cosmic Rebecca. I just turned on Versa Media.
No fucking way.
So that I can join the discussion. I think you might be interested. I just called into the line into President Alex's show, Whiplash, for the first time, and I had a very interesting discussion with him.
Oh really? You want me to send you the link to a verse so we can have you on the show to tell us about it?
Okay. Now, do I have to get in through Discord, or you're just going to send me a link to my email?
You do have to get in through Discord, so I can just send you the link to your email.
Okay. Well, I have the long. What is it here? https://discord.com. No, discord.gg/ag.
Dude, I gotta get a hold of Big Al.
Gotta call Big Al.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Or has that changed?
I would give that one a try. See if it works. If not, I'll send you another link.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and send me the link to my email, just in case this doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, my goal in calling Alex was very simple: intimidation. He has not heard a peep out of me, nothing, since November when he sent me. I think we did send you. I think we CC'd you some of the emails from the line officers about my ban, etc.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will try to get on.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
Okay.
Yo.
Yep.
All
Bye.
right.
Man, I want to go to fucking Rita's Italian ice now. I forgot they make like things
All
are.
right.
Well. Interesting development we have now.
All right.
I think is Big Al working at this hour? Like, I think we should give him a call.
No, I'm texting him right now as we speak.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Oh, he's like, what? All right. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he's
Man, that
jazzed.
was quick. Holy shit, yo. He's like, that's what I'm telling you. No, dude, he smells it, man. He's like, yep. All right, like a dog that smells smells food, or a bitch. No, I'm just playing.
Disavow.
Like a bitch in heat.
What, bitch and heat, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dog and heat, come on.
Okay.
No. Yep. All right.
Hey,
Yep.
you people in your Italian ice and me and my wars, we're gonna have different terms for the same thing. It happens.
I mean, it's like fucking pop and coke or like soda. It's all the
Yeah.
same fucking.
Yeah. And I'm being serious though. Like people around here, like I've never heard them call it Italian ice. It's probably the same thing when you hear people say like, "What's a hoagie?"
They don't call them hoagies down there. Well, I think that's a PA
Submarine
thing, though.
sandwiches or subs.
Yeah, people like I've heard it called like subs and hoagies. Like that's. I think hoagies more of like a central-ish, but then I see it in Pittsburgh too. So I
No,
don't
people
know.
call it hoagies around here. When you get to the Midwest, or the West, I should say, more the West, it's like subs from what I've seen.
I think it's just a PA thing. So I don't think they call them hoagies as much in like Maryland when I lived there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember of like my other place I've been, but I can't. But I do know in the West it's called subs. But yeah, I think in the Midwest too they call it subs. But yeah. That was a pleasant surprise. She was listening to the show all the way from Boise, Idaho. So I sent her the link. Hopefully Cosmic Rebecca will be in line here on our hotline. We should actually move to the hotline chat too. Speaking of, so we've migrated and we will be awaiting Cosmic Rebecca.
I'm gonna get some of that fucking Italian ice, man.
Italian ice.
That Italian ice, man. That damn good.
Don't you want the giant pickle for your dessert though?
The fucking giant pickle. I'll give you a giant pickle for dessert.
I'll give you a giant pickle, Rick.
Yeah, I think I know who made that restaurant.
Oh, I don't want to know.
It must be like some fucking like college students or something. You know, they're like late up at night. They're like, you know what? You know, it'd be funny. What if we made like a restaurant that like had all this like stupid fucking food, like pickles and like pizza and like fish.
Yeah, with some poli-sci major.
Yeah, some dude like smoking weed. Yeah, it has to be poli-sci. It must have been like up on like fucking weed and like crack. You know, they're doing like some sort of like autistic fucking like what you call it? What's that thing that George Floyd did with the meth and the speedball?
Oh, speedball.
An autistic speedball. You know, it's like crack and like marijuana. Oh God! Speaking of George Floyd, what's been going on with that?
Oh yeah, speaking of that, the trial. I feel like it takes a twist and turn every day, and yet nobody cares about, which is what's interesting too. Until their cities get burned down. Well, it was sort of going in the direction from what I was hearing, mostly in the side of Chauvin, but the one person that did come up that was pretty strong for the prosecution, from what I understood, was this one doctor. I think he did the autopsy. I'm not sure, but he was saying that like that Floyd did not die from a drug overdose. And so
I thought he wasn't sitting on his neck.
I looked into that more because I heard that, but what happened is Chauvin like shifted positions. Like at some points he was on the neck, at some point he was on the shoulder, like between the neck, like it shifted.
It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like either way, whoever wins, like everyone fucking loses at this point, because like either Law and Order wins, and then there's going to be a ton of riots, or you know this guy loses, and you know then you have to deal with like cops are going to be free to do anything after that.
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, like you could probably get like involuntary manslaughter. Maybe something else, but like anything going beyond that to me is a bit unreasonable.
Did they charge him with like negligence or something? Because I think that's probably what they should just go on the fucking negligence. I don't think he set out there before he did this to go and kill the guy. I don't think there was any premeditation with this. I think that's like murder is off the table.
They charged him with second-degree murder. They're not going to get that, unless it's a kangaroo court. They're not getting him for fucking felony second-degree murder. That shit ain't happening.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Don't discount the possibility of the kangaroo court, because that could happen.
That's why I had to include that in there.
Yep. No, I'm glad you did.
Yeah. So the let's see here, and then it's second-degree manslaughter. That might be actually more of attainable. Because it doesn't imply lethal intent, but the perpetrator causes an unreasonable risk of serious harm or death. But even that, like when you're talking about criminal cases, like proof beyond a reasonable doubt, I mean that's your best bet. Like that would be your best bet of getting them. Like second-degree manslaughter, that might be your best bet. I don't see you getting them like without a kangaroo court. But I mean,
my question is, how can like the prosecution charge him with like multiple things for those, like for killing him? Like, how can they charge him with like murder too and like manslaughter or whatever? Like, how are they able to go and do that? Because couldn't they just charge him with technically all the fucking above, like every single like murder involving like instrument.
I've always asked that. I'm like, what the, like what? Either it's murder or it's manslaughter. Like what the hell? Like how are you gonna like you got to charge somebody, charge them with like uh one thing. I mean, because he either it was either it was intent or it wasn't. Like I like that's kind of, I don't know. I always figured that that was kind of shifty, but
Yeah.
I just never understood it because I thought that we had like laws against double jeopardy, and I would think that
well,
this.
no, well, technically that's not trying somebody again. Like that's
Yeah.
that double jeopardy is you charge someone and then you charge someone again for the same crime. Right. So if it's a different charge, technically it's not the same crime.
But if you murder someone and you let one person instead, and you charge them with murder and manslaughter, like how does that, or does
Because
one
it's
just
not
get
the
dropped
same
or
crime.
something?
Because technically, because it's not the same charge. Like it's not the same like if you charge them with murder, like if you charge them with first degree murder, then you can't charge them with first degree murder after that. Like for the same thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That just I
It
don't.
is. No, it's look, hey, Alex, I agree with you, right? Shady as shit. But yeah, that's the technically.
Well, couldn't they
Hmm.
charge him with like assault? Like, are they charging him with like assault too? Because or like not assault two, like assault as well?
I don't
Because
think so.
No,
yeah,
I
because
mean,
like what, like why the fuck not at that point? If you can charge with murder and manslaughter, why not assault? Because he technically assaulted them. I'd argue.
Right.
If you can make a murder argument, then like, you know, um, you could just keep piling on these fucking charges. Like, why stop at at that like assault, negligence, manslaughter, murder? Like, why not just charge them with like what you call it, like unlawful restraint or something? I don't know. Like, it just I don't know. It's stupid.
yeah, I mean the one thing that could like second degree manslaughter is probably their best bet, but even then it's like because the train, like they're trained, like the knee on the neck is actually part, or the knee on the back, knee on the neck, that's actually part of their training.
Yep.
That's actually part of their police training. Now, so what they could do is be like they could get them for not putting them on the side, right? Because if you put your, because if you do that to, because if you're doing something to, incapacitate or subdue your, you know subdue the subject, you have to put them on their side to like let them recover or whatever. Like that's part what they're supposed to do. Like,
Well,
and I don't. It didn't look
that's why
like
I
he
would.
didn't do that.
Well, that's why I'd think like negligence. Like that sounds like
Yeah.
the thing they could charge him
So yeah,
with, and
but that's
probably
like, yeah, but that's manslaughter. Manslaughter is you committing an act that resulted in a lost life. Like murder involves more of the purposeful slash intent slash plan or whatever. Like manslaughter is a bit like, you know, like you were drunk at the wheel and because of that you ran over somebody or
Yep.
something like that.
what's
Or
the time frame like? What's the max sentence for like the whatever manslaughter?
he is right now, the sentencing, they're recommending 12 and a half years.
Jesus,
Yeah.
yeah, I think
So
I don't know.
that's I don't think he's getting anywhere close. Like, I don't know. I mean, it would definitely, like, if it happens, it's definitely a kangaroo court. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
no doubt
Well, I
about
think he should like try to get a fucking retrial or something if he gets that long or like
it. They'll appeal it, and he'll appeal it. I'm sure. I'm almost positive he'll fucking appeal that shit. But in any case, I don't think. I mean, these lawyers look like his defense lawyers look like they're really good. Like they look at. I was actually quite impressed with some, like, because they're obviously televising the the trial, and yeah, they look. The defense attorney looks really pretty good, which I was expecting. Like if the trial's gonna be televised, you're gonna want to like, you know, a good lawyer is gonna take this thing probably pro bono, just because. Look, the amount of um like the amount of press and notoriety that you're gonna get is like big time. I mean, there's a reason why George Zimmerman's lawyer is now a CNN analyst, right? Legal analyst, right? Because or legal correspondent, because yeah, that's very it's very I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
It's cheap. No, it's cheap press, right? It's cheap, like, you know.
Well, and to be clear too, Chauvin was charged with second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter, which carries a penalties of up to 40 years imprisonment.
From the manslaughter?
I don't. Well, I guess. I mean, Wikipedia is being a little vague because it just says which carry penalties of up to, like, at the end of that list. So,
Jeez, fucking manslaughter. Like usually, like I thought that was like 10 years, like max. Usually.
it might be all of them together. I don't know.
Yeah, because like murder, that's like what, like 25 to life usually, something like that. But like manslaughter, like that's like I see people who've like got that before for like DUIs and they get like a couple of years and they go on like probation after that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but to bring the perspective of the medical examiner who was the one that ruled that George Floyd's death was a homicide, when he testified, he said that heart disease and drug use contributed to George Floyd's death, but the police officer's restraint on his body and compression of his neck were the primary causes. And this is where I think is where the real interesting question comes into play, which is like, was the knee on the neck, like, was it a cause of death? Like, was this like, if the knee wasn't there, would Floyd have died? Or did it not matter? And he was going to die anyway. Like, that to me is the part where it's, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, see, if he was otherwise, if he wasn't doing
that
drugs,
right there, that part where you say, I don't know, like, that should be advantage defendant, right?
Yeah, it's reasonable doubt.
It is doubt, yeah. And that's why I think the outcome, if the jury's fair, of this will be,
because it could have been anything. It could
minor
have been drug use. It could have been heart issues, right? Because the dude had heart issues too. So like, and a lot of that was tied to like the drug use and all that shit. Like, I mean, and he had 3 times the lethal dose of fentanyl. Lethal dose of fentanyl in his system. Like,
yeah, because I saw the video Crowder did where he had one of his producers like put a knee on his neck, and I was like, okay, like this is good because it does give perspective. Like, if you weren't on any drugs, yeah, you'd be fine. But it's so irrelevant because Floyd was on drugs and flailing around. It was like a totally different thing.
Be on drugs, so like, and that's something that's illegal. He put himself in that danger.
Yeah, well, it sounds like what happened is like he had drugs on him, and when this happens a lot, like when they see a cop coming their way or they think they're gonna get busted, they just throw it in their mouth and swallow it and like hope they don't die.
And that's why I would say, like, he did this to himself as a way to get out of getting in jail because he thought he would be able to outsmart the police. He's trying to destroy evidence.
Right, but then the question becomes: is Floyd or Chauvin was he in the right with keeping the knee on his neck for that long, and did that contribute to his death significantly?
That's the question the jury would have to decide.
I mean, maybe not, but again, the doubt should go to the defendant, right? There's a whole lot of gray area, and that gray area in our legal system goes to the defendant, and it's like, and that's one of those. I feel like, look, they like we've been talking about this for fucking months, Like us three, we've been talking about this shit for months. Like I felt like when Keith Ellison, who is a shady fucker in his own right,
Mm.
when he raised the bar to second degree murder, like second degree felony murder, he overcharged. Like I felt like he is intentionally overcharging this thing. Like it felt like the George Zimmerman trial all over again. Just like they overcharged George Zimmerman and he walked. Like if they like I felt like if George Zimmerman would have been would have had a lesser charge, they probably would have gotten him. But yeah, they overcharged him, and so he walked. Like, and I think, and I feel like, I feel like Derek Chauvin was lazy. It was lazy police work. Like when he just kind of rested on top of, George Floyd. It was lazy police. It was definitely lazy police work. But like, is that? I don't know. Is that chargeable? I don't know.
Well, yeah, and that's
if
where
being
to
a
me,
lazy cop if being a lazy cop gets you, get you thrown in jail, then half the police force on the fucking planet would be like in jail. Like
right?
I don't. I'm not like I don't know what you think is going to. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm with you on that because to me it's like initially it seemed like this guy was like some sort of sociopath that just didn't give a shit and killed him. Now it seems like this is a guy that was pissed off in a messy, crazy, chaotic situation, and then was reckless or lazy or whatever adjective you want to describe it. And I think that's kind of more what happened, but it's a very crazy thing because one thing I did do between now and last show, which is something I should have done earlier, but I just kind of read the articles because I was busy at the time. I think it was during the campaign. Was I finally watched the important parts of the body cam footage. Like I skimmed it a little bit, but I saw a good chunk of it. And you can tell that this is it's a chaotic mess. I mean, it's a mess. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't excuse any bad behavior on anybody's part, but it gives a lot more context than the media gave. The media, this is a great case. This should, and it won't, be taught in schools of just how the media can just brainwash and totally change your perspective. Like, it's unreal how they filtered reality. And when you see this, and that's why they withheld it. Like, it's just, if people were reasonable, which they aren't, this would have been, we wouldn't have had cities burning. But
see, I think that's the other thing too. Like, I think the U.S. needs to adopt similar laws as like I think South Korea has it, where you can't publish people's names until they've been convicted.
That's
like
interesting.
they did stuff like that, and like they sort of like limited like how much, like I think they blur the faces of these sort of things until they've been convicted, and that way, because like I very highly doubt they tried their best to. I know they tried their best to select the impartial jury, but due to how like prolific this was and how you'd see people in the streets, like who hasn't heard of Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
And everyone pretty much has an opinion one way or the other about it.
Yeah, this became just one of the biggest police incidents, like probably since Rodney King. Like the Zimmerman one was really big, and the other one with what's his name, Michael Brown.
By the way, congratulations to one of the BLM co-founders for purchasing a nice $1.4 million house near Beverly Hills. That's very, congratulations.
I wonder where they got that money from.
Yeah,
I wonder where. Where did they get rich so quick?
Well, that's
Yeah,
where your
you know.
donations to BLM probably go to.
Nah, no way. It's going to a good cause. It's going to George Floyd's family.
Mhm.
He already got $1 million fucking dollars. Like his family, didn't they already get like some sort of settlement for that too from the city?
I think so, yeah.
Like, see, I'm upset the city decided to go and settle before the trial even happened. They should have waited till that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's almost sort of like negligent on the city for them to do that. Because, like, you know, are they going to do that to everyone who dies from police? Like, even if it's justified? Oh, you know, this person got shot at a stop for, like, you know, because he had a gun and he, you know, had a like bunch of drugs on. Okay, how much are you going to give me, city? It's like almost like an extortion campaign, I think, from Black Lives Matter, if you think about it.
Yeah. Bro, George Floyd has like the most extensive Wikipedia article of like any person ever. This is immense. One of his other names is like, because they list on Wikipedia of people, was Big Floyd.
Big Floyd.
Big Floyd. Oh, looks like we have our special guest here. Cosmic Rebecca, can you hear us?
Someone wanted to join my RuneScape session.
I'm doing
Hello?
good too. Yeah, we just heard some crackling there. I don't know if you have a bad connection or maybe you need to get closer to the mic. I don't know.
I'm going to throw some stuff away real quick. Let me.
Oh, you throwing the pizza away?
Yeah, I'm throwing the trash away.
Mm.
One in the same.
Yeah.
Piss.
Well, hopefully we will establish a solid connection with Cosmic Rebecca, and maybe Big Al will have a good connection too if he decides to come on, because I hear he's excited at the news that Cosmic Rebecca's back. What was that, Phil?
Yeah, I heard the same thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying. He's looking for a play. He's looking for a rest stop to where he can like call in.
Oh, okay, good.
I think he's on the road. I think he's still on the road, but yeah, he's looking for a rest stop right now.
Big Al.
Yeah, he seemed pretty. He seemed pretty damn excited.
He's always on the road, man. Like these late hours, the dude is just like a workhorse.
Oh, definitely.
He's the backbone of America.
You know. Let's see here.
Yeah, we still can't hear you, Cosmic Rebecca, so I don't know what's going on, but I hope that you can get a solid connection so we can hear your story that you were hinting at on the phone. Like, I'm intrigued. I'm curious. I really like to hear this.
And I'm back, bitches.
Back in black.
On someone's messaging me.
Oh, really?
Why is she messaging me?
She think you're me?
I think she does. Let her know that we are separate people. You want to join my RuneScape?
She's a RuneScaper. Nice. Gamers rise up.
All right.
Message Dexter Mall, Cosmic Rebecca. That's Sean. Yeah, I just doxed myself. Okay. We're working on this, people. We're gonna get her on. Technical difficulties are our specialty. That should have been our slogan for real news on the radio. Technical difficulties are our specialty. Oh, we lost her. Wait, Big Al's on. Whoa.
I know, right?
Oh, yes. I'm excited. We're getting the band back together, guys.
We're getting the band back together, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what's she doing? I think she joined my RuneScape.
Don't tell me she's downloading RuneScape like on her phone.
Oh no!
What if she heard? What if she heard Big Al was coming on, and then she was like, "Oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here."
I don't know what's going on. Oh no!
Oh, guess who else is joining us? Big Scott.
Oh yes.
It's a party.
You should set Scott up.
Yes. I need to get like another mic for him, like a little like station, you know.
Yes.
Man, let's see
Where'd she
here.
go? Did you ask her?
Cosmic Rebecca, where did you go?
Where did you go?
I bet I'm gonna get a phone call. Well, it's just gonna be like half hour trying to get this to work, and then like we get to work.
About, like probably got into like RuneLite or something.
She's like getting the old school one. She's just going right down on the full one. Is she messaging you
I
again?
think you can invite her to RuneLite. I don't know what she wants to do. I don't think she keeps getting me confused with you, shot.
Can you tell her that that's not me? Alex, what'd you do with Sean? This is hilarious. This is such a random evening. We had like this random like ghost restaurant. Now we have Cosmic Rebecca calling in from Boise, Idaho. Like, what a night. I hear you typing.
I just told her that this is Alex. This is not you.
Did you put not in all caps?
No, I didn't put in all caps. I
Better
figured
do that.
I think she can read. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. You know, don't want to assume. Though she did go and see the library.
Yeah,
so
she
I
did.
assume probably got some Dr. Seuss books.
Yes. She's always a great guest. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Well, these are called ghost restaurants, or are they ghost? Yeah, ghost restaurant.
Yeah, it's a ghost restaurant, but that one was named like Ghost One.
Ghost One. Rogue One.
Oh God. Actually, I kind of like that movie.
I did too. I did too.
It was like the one that wasn't shit.
I know, but like, is that where they were getting this idea from? Like, oh, you know what we could call ourselves? Rogue
Yeah, no,
One.
like, this makes you want to go and
Makes you want
dude,
what?
I hope like Darth Vader goes over to that restaurant and like.
It's gonna be like the
shows
hallway scene at the end.
Yes, just goes and pulls the pizza out like with the force and like throws it on the fucking out of his face and be like, you know, your lack of faith, your fucking lack of good food disappoints me.
Yes. This website though, dude, what a mess. Like, what's going on here? Oh, you can subscribe. Like, oh yeah, let's subscribe. Please subscribe to our email list. Why? Oh, for coupons and menu changes. Well, that hasn't changed in a long time. Oh, we have somebody here.
Hello?
What's going on?
Oh,
Big Al?
I got a message from Dictator Phil.
oh yeah.
He told me Cosmic Rebecca was gonna be on, and you know how I am.
Oh, she's typing in the chat. She's typing in the chat. She was in here like a second ago, but like disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Mm,
You tried to join my escape game.
get in here, sweet girl. Let's do this.
Okay, let's see what she said. I'm back,
She's
but I
not
can't hear anything. Oh, you gotta get in the voice chat, Cosmic Rebecca.
You get to go and like share your computer screen with her.
Mm,
Or share your, oh my God, have her share her computer screen with you.
I like to keep each other private, you know. Safety and security.
Get on in here, girl.
That would be funny as shit.
I'm trying to think of like a good background to have on the freaking monitor, but like I keep having that stupid website come up.
Mm.
Take over her computer screen.
Yes.
Did you
No,
notice?
you didn't.
Those guns.
We need to find a way to do like actual phone calls. You know,
Yeah,
Jay's
she-
2 cents
Didn't say-
figured something out with that because he had a thing where he
Didn't
got.
she say she was in Boise?
Yeah. She's in Boise. You driving out there, Al?
I get freaky with her right in the 50-yard line of that blue field down there in Boise State.
Oh, well, they might be shut down due to COVID, so you know you might have to find a better time to do that. But
Ain't no COVID gonna stop me. Y'all already know.
Yeah.
I see it, man. You're bold. I give you credit for that.
How Jay's 2 cents fix it?
So he has a podcast he started up, and he got a controller, you know, that has all like the knobs and sliders and all that stuff. And what he did was I think his is a Rode one, and it has Bluetooth on it. So he was able to take his phone, and anything that comes out of the phone on Bluetooth, he could put through that, which would go out into the podcast.
Figure out how to do that shit, Sean. You're the AV autist.
The AV autist.
You can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could probably do it on Skype because I think you can get you can pay for a fucking phone line on there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm pretty sure, like, you can get a phone line. I don't know how much it costs or whatever.
Wonder. I don't think I could do this, but this would be badass. Could I do Bluetooth on OBS?
Do you have a Bluetooth receptacle?
I do on my phone and computer. Yeah.
I think you could.
See, the
probably.
problem with that becomes is like she couldn't hear you guys. You guys might be able to hear her. Like, just get in the Discord. I'm sorry to have you like wait, Big Al, but you know technical difficulties are a specialty.
Patience
Have her
makes the heart grow
share-
fonder.
Fucking troubleshoot this.
Well, she has. I told her to try it again, and I don't think she has.
Dude, she thinks she's probably in the fucking Rune. I don't know what she did because I've never joined RuneLight via fucking Discord. I don't know if she's like. I don't know what that even does. Like, it just said to leave party, shift and right click party. I don't even know where.
What if she already has it downloaded? Like it's been on her computer.
I don't know how, like, where this would even be. I don't even know where this party stats overlay is.
I don't. Yeah, let me see what happens when I click on you. Oh, ask to join. RuneLight is not detected. Yeah, I don't have RuneLight. Yeah, it says RuneLight is what you're playing.
Did she? Well, yeah, but how did she do that? Like, what actually happens?
I don't
Did
know.
like, as soon as I clicked OK, she ended up like leaving the party. So I don't know if it like sent her somewhere else.
Yeah, you sent her to the dungeon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're sorry, Big Al, but we'll get around. We're trying. I know you have experience with poor connection and technical trouble, so you know it happens to best of us.
Yeah, I had to pull over. For a sec. Try to get myself a little bit of a window to get on in here and try to see if she's gonna be in here.
Yeah, you want to spend quality time. Yeah, you don't want to be doing this while driving.
Which friend are you talking to? Which friend are you talking to, Sean?
Oh boy.
Which friend are you talking
Big
to?
Al. Tom Big Al.
Big Al. Big Al.
Where is she?
It's going down, goddammit.
I'll tell you later, Scott. Yeah, let's. I don't know what's happening with her.
Hey there.
I don't. Or is she? Where is Cosmic Rebecca? Rebecca, we need you in the voice chat. Oh, she's typing. Come on. Yes, come on.
She's probably clicking on like the wrong one.
We'll be on for another 20 to 30 minutes. If that's okay with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's plenty of time. Me and Cosmic Rebecca could do a lot in 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Oh, Big Al. Oh boy.
I mean, we know you guys have like black belt skills and Kama Sutra.
She keeps asking to join RuneLight.
Oh no.
Why does she keep doing that?
You have the Joker laugh there.
Does she know that you're you?
I don't think so.
make myself turn invisible or something so
Sega.
that he stops asking to join.
Block her.
No, I don't want to do that.
Hey, that's the solution. The final solution.
I mean, if she wants to play video games, I can just give her my joystick.
Disavow. Oh god. I should have taken a better screenshot. I'm gonna send a new one.
To log out. Green light. Okay.
Big Al, what video games do you play? That sounds like a good game. Maybe we'll just leave it
I
there.
play.
Why can I just drag her ass over here?
Yeah, where's like the? Why can't things be? We just like
I-
invite.
I like playing Pin the Mushroom on the Donkey Kong.
Ooh. Wow, that's interesting. Maybe we could try calling her, and I can add you guys to the call.
Yeah, try it.
I'm gonna try it. We're breaking it down to some extreme measures. So I'm gonna start calling her.
How are you calling, Sean?
I'm calling our friend, and we're gonna see if we can get her in the call. We're calling Cosmic Rebecca. Cosmic Rebecca. Why won't you pick up the phone? I'm gonna call you Cosmic Rebecca. Please pick up the phone. She's gone offline, I don't know why.
An occasional
Don't chicken at me like that.
occasional rest stop.
Oh, well, I went and called her, and then she went offline.
Mm.
So,
Playing hard.
yeah, I think so. It's because Big Al's here.
You
What,
know what they say? You can't take the heat. Get your ass out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I can see that, I mean, I'm the type of guy that will bear it out, but, not everybody's the same, so let's hope she gets in here.
Go and post in chat, see if anyone wants to go and hop on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Open up the line, see if you got any other guests who'd want to talk some smack.
Did she message you again?
No, this was. I don't know why I keep getting notifications from Sam's channel.
You can mute it.
Oh yeah, I should probably do that.
There you go.
Mm.
Let me try calling her once again.
Where's Sam? The Sam Whitfield experience.
Alright, we're gonna try calling her. I know this is a very unusual show, but we're trying our best, guys. It's not easy when we have to get callers in. I'm starting a call and it's not working. I don't know what happened.
The only lot lizard I caught was the one already on my body.
I'm gonna say this to you.
Whoa, what did I walk in on?
Oh, nothing much.
Oh.
Sometimes you're on the road, you gotta go places you don't want to go. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I sometimes can relate. I tried calling her again, no success. I don't know what's going on with her, but we'll hold tight here. I mean, I'm gonna go to bed soon tonight because I got my first sort of job coming up on Monday. First day of my first legit. Well, no, my previous job was
Yo,
legit.
this girl needs to get on this
That
channel.
we doing
seriously.
shit you want to do for your rest of your life potentially,
Yeah, probably not.
career wise. First step forward with your. Career
I'm gonna be an ever-changing, evolving Renaissance man. I'm not gonna stay in one path. Where it's gonna be a new day every day.
That's no fun.
I can't do.
That's
You know, I think I'm gonna go insane doing like the same shit over and over again. I'm just gonna like go insane.
I need to go and invest. Yeah, you can find something do that shit better than anyone else. You know, be the best that I ever was.
Yeah, that's only like less than 1% of the population. I'm probably not that.
Don't doubt yourself, man.
That's why I collect multiple skills so I can find something that I can like build towards. I can do like we'll have other projects on the side. Oh, a message.
Did she make a new account?
She is back again.
I enjoyed Rune Light again.
All right, Cosmic Rebecca, let's try it again. Maybe the other account wasn't working out for you. I know how it happens, you know. I can relate. It happens to all of us. First count, not always the best.
We gotta keep me going.
Is Big Al still here, or is Phil still here?
Yeah.
Oh, Phil's here. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I know WrestleMania was, you know, taking your attention, but Big Al filled the gap, so it worked out.
Did they win WrestleMania? Like who kicked someone's ass? What's the score of that?
Let's see. There's a new women's champion.
Gina Carano?
No, it's some Bianca Belair. No, fucking probably spoiling it for some of the people that watch professional wrestling, but you know, sorry.
Bianca.
No, there was quite a few. Yeah, there was quite a few botches, like with the pyrotechnics and the, you know, there was some like people were slipping because it was raining. So it was raining, so like some people were losing their footing. Like you kind of tell that they were losing their footing and they were out of position. But all in all, you know, there's I mean, tomorrow is night 2 of WrestleMania. So yeah.
Does Big Al watch WrestleMania? I mean, he's not someone that gets out of position or slips up a lot, but
he told me he's a fan of the pile driver, but I'm not sure that like I'm not sure that's like, you know, a pro wrestling thing that he's aiming at, but I don't know.
You never know. The man's an enigma. He has a lot of interests, so could be anything, honestly.
You know, he's a crazy character.
He is.
I'm back. Can you hear me? You got to get it. Yo, you got to get in the hotline chat.
Yeah,
Click
click the word hotline.
Yeah, click the word hotline. Yeah, click the word hotline where everybody else is at.
This is a struggle.
This
is why we don't have guests.
She just got in it though. Like I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what she did. It's funny though in some ways.
It is.
You know,
Loompa loompa doopity doo. I'm gonna click the wrong button. How about you?
Doo.
Who is that?
Oh, she DM'd me. There we go.
Was she not DMing you?
She hears
previously?
music.
She in the RuneScape chat.
No.
What did she click?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Or as my girlfriend would say,
There
oh
we
no.
go.
Yes. You're in. It's now.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you're
There.
welcome.
Yes, here we go.
Welcome.
We can hear you. Fantastic.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh no, don't tell me she can't hear us.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
You can? Yes. I think we got it
Hello.
working. Oh boy.
What's going on? What's going on, Cosmic Rebecca?
How's it going?
Hi, Sean.
Hello.
We can hear
Hello.
What's going on, baby girl?
you. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
I think she's just gonna have to go to
Hello.
his house
Hey.
in person.
What's going on?
I don't know how she could not hear us. That's weird.
Maybe she doesn't have the audio set up right.
You have to set up anything.
Square sandwich.
Does she have to turn up her volume? Maybe
Hello.
we can hear.
What's going on?
Can you hear us?
Mm.
Hello.
What's going on, baby girl? You still got those strong legs?
No, John, I'm not speaking. No.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Mm.
can you hear us?
What's happening?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
what's happening?
Tell her if she can't get the feedback on her end to work. Is she, tell her just open the fucking.
Maybe her mic's not, maybe her audio ain't working or something.
Yeah, maybe your volume's down or something like that.
Headphones might not be working or something. Mm.
Do 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 do.
Mm.
Woo!
What's Phil's favorite SpongeBob character?
That time again, folks.
Yes, it is.
What does he like, Sean?
Oh my god,
He's
you
not
get
on.
My favorite, I'll tell you my favorite character, SpongeBob character is the Starfish.
The starfish, Patrick.
I want Patrick to go and lick my asshole.
Stop.
Is that Phil's character, Sean?
Yeah,
Why do you like Patrick?
he likes Patrick because he's a star.
What is he-
It's a
what is he
starfish.
He doesn't have any pants on.
This can't be this difficult, can it?
Mm.
Famous last words. We
What's
can
going on, baby girl?
we can hear
Hello?
you.
Rebecca?
We can hear
What does
you.
Patrick act like? He says what?
He's goofy.
Hi, what? SpongeBob.
Hi, SpongeBob. I can't.
SpongeBob, stop touching me there.
Mm.
I need to know. We need the first question we need to ask though is, did you download RuneScape Lite?
Ruin like that.
Because I wonder if that's where the music was coming from.
What?
Mm.
You call her and ask her if she downloaded, if it made her download Rune Light.
Oh, Dictator Phil's typing. Dictator Phil. Oh, she's calling. Hey, Cosmic Rebecca.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean, I'm sorry. I don't know what the problem is. I've been trying everything. I've
Raised that on hotline. I've checked all the ports and everything else. I really don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, we can hear you, but for some reason you can't hear us, which is unusual.
Oh, you could just hear me.
Yeah, we could hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Ask her what music she was hearing.
No, we just heard you like saying like hello, hello, hello.
Mm.
S-
So you can hear me. Well, I tried it both with my earphones and without my earphones.
Do you need to turn up the volume or maybe like close anything else that's running that's playing stuff?
Is she on the computer or on her phone?
All the way both on my laptop and in
Scott.
Mm.
Hmm.
I have nothing
What's going on, Rebecca?
I gotta get the mail, Sean.
Maybe try exiting the hotline and rejoining it. You know, where you just hit the little phone hang up thing and then clicking hotline again.
click on it. Okay, yes. If for some reason I can't get on tonight, yes, I would like to tell you about my chat with President Alex. I called into his show, and also I'm flying to Britain in about a week and a half, hopefully. The problem is they're doing everything they possibly can to make travel impossible.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, is there a way you can get me on through your phone? Is that possible?
I'm trying to think of a way we could do that. I don't know, But
Well, if you have her, can she open up the YouTube link and then there'd be a little bit of a delay, but she'd still be able to.
Written in about a week and a half, but right now they're making the funny thing is they're making for people who are legal, they're making travel incredibly difficult. But if you're illegal, it's not a problem.
you know, one thing you could do, I just thought of, is you could have the YouTube stream open. Because if you could hear that, then you could play that to hear us, and then you just keep talking as you are now, and we can hear you.
Okay, so get on the YouTube stream. All right.
Yep.
I will give that a try.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And
And if not Sean, then next week.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sean.
No problem.
Thank you.
From Penn State.
Is that your friend, Sean?
Yeah. Sort of.
Cosmic Rebecca. Been a long.
It's been a long, long, long time. Cosmic Rebecca.
What's going on, Cosmic Rebecca?
What's going on, baby girl?
We have, what, 30 minutes of, like, technical difficulties people are gonna, like, scrub through.
No one's watching anyways, you know.
Hey, she was.
Oh, she was. We have 2 watchers right now.
Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Ow, ow, ow. So it seems like we have another guest who's coaching the stream.
Yeah,
Hey, Sean, which friend are you talking to?
all my friends.
Like, who's that you're talking to right now?
Nobody, 'cause I don't have any friends.
Sean, you're nuts. Hello.
God, stop it.
Who's this? Who's this? Philadelphia. Hi there.
We're gonna have to do some scrub.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sky, you're being mean.
I'll have to scrub that.
His name's Alex right there?
Yeah.
Dolsky?
Yeah, that's just, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say
Just say Alex.
Alex. I'm gonna do the Mickey Mouse thing. Hello there.
We're lucky no one watches this.
Mickey Mouse thing. Hello there.
Yes, Scott.
Pluto. Pluto. What?
Being a naughty boy. Being a real naughty boy, mister. You gotta be careful what you say on the internet. People might get upset.
You're such a naughty boy.
You might get a spanking.
I'm scared. No, don't leave.
Oh, you're probably scared of put that one.
Oh,
Well, there
she's
we
back.
go.
She's back. Hello, Cosmic Rebecca.
Hello.
Hello. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Probably something.
We can hear you. There's gonna be a delay.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that.
Well, it's probably her. It's probably her
Okay.
output.
Ready? I want to say something to those. Here it goes. Ready, Sean? Hello there. Hello
you can't
there.
keep you can't keep saying that on here.
Hello there.
I muted the audio out from my end.
Here, we got to scrub this. All right, that's probably why she can't hear us.
Well, no. I can control you guys and me separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are we gonna call the extra guest?
The extra guest.
What's gonna be his code name? Or we just call him by the name that he's been saying?
Oh no, we just call him.
Scotty. Scotty, even a naughty boy.
Yeah.
You can't keep dead naming me on here, big.
Dead thing. Oh god.
I identify as a lady. A lady of the night.
Hello.
And we're gonna take down notices by Disney.
Copyright strike.
Hi there. Pluto.
On your face,
Where's Pluto?
in your asshole.
Pluto. Do the Mickey Mouse act. I'm gonna do Mickey Mouse. Pluto.
Yeah.
See, normally I'd be like, shut, like, I'd be like, okay, gotta cut this short, but like, we don't have anything else to fill the dead air.
Yeah, we need to
I thought you would do Pickles act.
Maybe, is there a way we could get the phone to do it?
I
You
love
can do the
I
Pickles.
love the smell of vagina in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
See.
Mm.
Scott, you're a pussy.
50 no's. Yes. 50 no's and a yes means yes. Mm.
How about we do the Drew? Can you do the Drew Pickles act?
Scott, my favorite Mickey Mouse character is Jew Pickles.
Still.
Ah,
Mm.
Scott, you can't just keep asking to do impressions over and over again.
Scott, I want you to do an impression. I want you to do an impression, Scott. I
Yeah, see,
want you to do an impression of Michael Jackson.
Thriller.
Oh, come touch my penis, you silly little boy.
That's more like it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Even though Michael Jackson was freaking innocent, but yeah,
Nah, yeah, I just like I couldn't
they couldn't resist the joke.
I couldn't resist the joke, but like yeah, and you always like you know like you always say Michael Jackson jokes like why are Michael Jackson's pants so tight?
Oh no. Why?
They're not his. Like look, I mean no, but seriously that documentary Finding Neverland, that was like or Leaving Neverland, that was the worst fucking documentary ever. I'm like, look, either these people are fishing for money or they're just like I don't know.
All because it was on
And
HBO.
what fucking parent would let
What's his favorite Hunger Games character?
what parent would let their
Hunger
kid
Games.
fucking leave their kid with a grown ass man?
I know, that's weird.
Like, okay, oh, that's totally cool. You can totally stay with this rumored pedophile. Hey, go ahead, have fun.
They won the money. They won the money at the expense of their child's anal virginity.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like who does that? Like these people, man. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up world. We live in a fucked up world.
We also live in a society, did you know that?
Oh yeah. What if like Michael Jackson was the Joker?
He'd be
He'd
like,
be like,
he wouldn't have that, his Joker laugh be like,
oh Batman, I'm gonna get you in the closet in my
That's a Mickey
bathroom.
Mouse act.
oh, he thinks you're Michael Jackson's Mickey Mouse. Oh no, we lost her.
That's true.
We lost our
You lost your
guest.
virginity.
No, well, actually, yes, I did, but no.
We gave it the good old college try.
Yeah, if she calls me on the phone, I'll try and like have.
Narrate. Be a translator.
No, there's no translating that. I'll just have like the mic up to my headphone and then like the speaker on the phone on the mic. I mean,
I wonder if you could like virtualize your like fucking phone number and like do it on the computer. Don't you have like some?
wait, what if
Yeah.
she? Wait. What's she called on Google Voice?
Well, don't you have Apple? Doesn't Apple have some sort of shit like that, like some VoIP shit?
Oh, wait. Oh, you guys wouldn't be able to hear. What? There's a way I could get this to work. Cause on Apple, yeah, I can answer phone calls on my laptop. So I could hear it, the stream could hear it, but could you guys hear it?
could we do three-way call?
Ooh, that's true. You could do that. Or Google Voice it. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna be doing this stream.
Not
here.
tonight, kids, but maybe next time.
I'm gonna say something.
Shut the fuck up, Scott.
Yeah, just hold on. Yeah, he likes talking to you guys.
I suggest you invest in shutting the fuck up.
How much does it cost to invest in that stock?
It's a penny stock right now.
Hello. I'm Nick.
Scott, where did he touch you?
No, jeez. A is for autism. B is for
Bitch, bitch.
C is for
Cunt. See you next Tuesday, you bitch.
D is for
Dildo.
E is for
Enough.
F is for
Fuck.
G is for
Good
Get
job.
on this dick.
what's after G, F, C, F, G? H is for
Hey, God, for that, like, you're lucky you don't
Hop
drink.
on this
You get a
dick.
fucking sobriety test with that. You can't even get straight.
No. I usually have to go like A, B, C, D. Like if somebody's like, what comes before X? I'll be like A, B, C, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V.
H is for Heine.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Cosmic Rebecca, we'll give you 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes to show yourself.
Give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Everybody in the house, let's go.
I don't want to open that up.
Oh, you mean some? I thought you meant open up the song, but okay.
Oh, no, I was opening up the Xbox app, which sucks ass.
Xbox 236.
If being made by Microsoft, I think they'd have a better fucking app on the Microsoft operating system.
I'm gonna try calling her on my computer. Maybe we can get it to work for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Play
try.
Cosmic Rebecca.
Cosmic.
You FaceTime yourself? What?
No, I'm not FaceTiming. Oh, I trying to call somebody.
It's like strip poker, but whenever you lose, you have to put on more clothes.
Ooh.
That's conservative strip poker.
Dude, like that would actually that would suck because you just keep piling on more fucking clothes. You're just fucking burn up.
Yeah, the fucking
goes.
strippers like fucking dead of heat
Nice shot.
exhaustion.
No, you get like ugly women to play it.
Yeah. Making America great again.
Like you get ugly women to play, and they just start out naked. You just having to put more clothes on.
Well, who let the dogs out?
Scott,
Dead silence.
I let the dogs out.
Oh God.
Hoot.
I let the dogs out.
Oh God. Oh, that sounds so wrong.
I let them out all over the toilet.
Ooh.
I shit on it. That's what happens. That's what they get. Scott, why don't you have your own YouTube channel? You'd be a popular streamer. You'd be the next like PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
No, dude, he'd be popular, man.
You know what I found myself doing this weekend? I was watching old 80s movies and laughing hysterically. Like I'm talking like the super cheesy ones, like the fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven
Oh
Seagal.
yeah. Those have not aged well.
Oh no.
Surprised they haven't like banned half that shit because like you say the wrong F word one, people get upset.
True.
People get upset
I'm
over
telling you though, Frankie Ducks, he's He's still undefeated in the Kumite.
Are you watching that?
No, I did watch it this morning though. Well, some of it.
Oh, the Kumite, like,
Mm.
wait, that an actual movie, or is that like? Are you talking about the podcast?
Bloodsport. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I haven't paid attention to that in a long time.
Wait, blood sports as in like internet blood sports?
Oh no, Bloodsport as in the fucking 80s Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Oh.
That's not a completely different. What you were talking about? I didn't know you were saying that.
I got something to say.
I'm sure, Scott.
Or is it? Have you heard of Blue's Clues?
Yes, we've all heard of Blue's Clues. We've heard of SpongeBob. We've heard of Scooby Doo. We've heard of Thomas the Tank Engine. We've heard of Sesame Street. We've heard of whatever the fuck you're gonna say next. We've heard of it.
What's your favorite Blue's Clues character?
Your mom.
What?
He said the mom.
The mom what?
Oh, yeah, the mom in it.
Your mom fucked the mailman. That's where you came from, Scott.
Oh, okay. Now you see now
We are searching for Blue's Clues.
now you know what I go through on a
For
daily
Blue's
basis.
Clues.
Who's this
We
Rebecca
are
person?
searching for Blue's Clues.
That's a good question, Scott. Actually, he's like, "Was
So-
who is this Rebecca person?"
So Blue can lick the jelly off my balls.
All right, let's try giving her a call, and then
Scott, who's your favorite president?
Nothing. Clinton, I guess.
he said Clinton.
Why do you like Clinton?
Cool.
That's a great reason.
Here's the Mickey Mouse Act.
He does. Does Clinton do Mickey Mouse? Like, I never saw this. Oh yeah, here's just I got this mouse over here. Now bend over and we'll fish it out with my penis.
I tried giving her a call and it went right to voicemail.
Oh God.
I was like, "This is I think she said Cosmic Rebecca, the Brexit Art Party, blah blah blah."
Oh, God. Is that still a thing?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it was ever a thing.
All right, I think we gave her a lot of time,
Dum dum. Give me some
and
dum
it looks like the technical difficulties are deep, entrenched, and thick. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
Thick and hard and long and sweaty.
Well, maybe not sweaty, but maybe if Big Al comes in, then yes, it'll be sweaty.
Sweaty over your chest. Ooh.
With that, we will conclude tonight's real news.
I'd like to say hi.
You've already said hi.
Hey.
So thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later, Gators.
Bye.
Like, share, and subscribe. Please.
I get mail.
I don't have to sing.